So let us see how we can represent this geometric. Geometry means I am going to concentrate on the AB fellow, right? There are some AB line segments and AB arc. This we are going to represent in the set form. So here the first one, you have a line segment where is, end of A is -1, 0 and B is 1, 0. Right? So there are many ways of representing the set. One way is, we can say it's actually set of points, right? So instead of writing x comma y, we know that throughout it is going to be x comma 0, right? So x comma 0, and what is the condition? So -1 less than or equal to x less than or equal to 1. In fact, when you write this, right, if you don't put a condition, you generally take the number to be what? See, general number is complex number, but when you write the comparing things like less than or equal to, you don't compare the complex numbers. It goes for real numbers. So either you can close it, or if you want, you can write this. This is actually not needed. You understand? Conventionally, that is enough. You can even close it. So that itself will take care. But suppose if it is whole number or anything, you have to specify. Otherwise, by default, it will go for complex number. If you use inequality or something, then it goes for real numbers. So this is how the convention it is. This is the representation. What about this? So this is going to have x comma y, where set of collections of x comma y. If you say x plus y equal to 5, then whole line will come, right? Do you want only from this to this? So, or you can just write x plus y equal to 5 with extra conditions. What's the condition? xy if you write both greater than or equal to 0, correct? Agreed or not? Both greater than or equal to 0, because you have a end here, this fellow is going to be 5, 0. That fellow is 0, 5. So in between, and it's going to be in the first quadrant, so both will be positive. So it's not negative. Therefore, you can say xy. Again, if you want, you can write xy or belonging to real numbers, or you can just close it, because the inequality automatically goes for reals. Otherwise complex.
So we don't have to give the maximum value of x and y.
Automatically it is taken care, because when you write xy is non-negative, so this fellow will never cross 5, because this fellow will minimum is 0, right? And same thing, this fellow will not cross 5. So therefore that automatically takes care. So you need not specify the bound. So what about this? It's a parabola y equal to x squared. So again you are going to collect points x comma y. Y equal to x squared, that gives you the entire parabola. Then -2 less than or equal to x. Is there any other way we can do? So instead of this, if I am going to write y less than or equal to 4, but here you have both bounds for x, right? Suppose instead of this, if I replace y less than or equal to 4, I need not do both instead of this. Y can't be negative, obviously, because your x is a real value, right? Okay, but of course y less than or equal to 4, we may have to write x a real number. In this case, when you write x is real, so y is also going to be real. Because if you simply write y less than or equal to 4, y can take negative values. Correct? This picture will not be. So the real algebra will be, if you write this, you may have to write that reals. In this case, you need not write, because if x is real, y is going to be real. But if y is real, x need not be real. Why? Because if y is negative, then x will become imaginary. Are you able to understand? So if you replace this, then you may have to say this, or x belongs to real, or both xy belongs to real. What about this circle, center 0, 0, and then A and B, the diametric endpoints, right, along this. In fact, it should be more clear. It should be horizontal, right? The x-axis. It should be along the x-axis. Just take that. And so therefore, if you have to A will be minus 3 comma 0 and B will be plus 3 comma 0. So your set of points x comma y such that x squared plus is equal to 9, 10. Yeah, if you use minus 3 less than or equal to x less than or equal to 3, there is a problem. What is the problem? You get not one y, you get two y's. Because for example, if see, you have got a x here, that corresponds to two fellows, one up and one down. Because when you are substituting some value, right, for example, if x is something like minus 1, 1 plus y squared is 9, y squared will be 8, and y will be plus or minus root 8. But we don't want that plus root 8 fellow. We want only the minus root 8 fellow corresponding to that x. So we are going to collect only that. That means my y will going to be non-positive. It can take 0, but not positive value. So what can you do? Instead of this, the best thing is writing y. Okay, so what you can do is y. Yeah, maybe you have to write the reals also, right? Not y belongs to real. All of you understood or not? Clear? See why this is important, because later on when you go to the higher levels, application of maths, especially like physics, understand? So you may have to write some geometric shape or something, some solid shapes, like in the case of set. How do you write it? How do you now decode a geometric fellow into an algebraic fellow? You have to carry that algebraic and then process it, get some theory out of it, again go back to the geometry. So therefore this geometry fellow is always decoded as a set like this. So you actually decode. We have seen how to take the full circle parabola like that. But if you want a part of that also, you should know how to write it in the set form. So all of you understood.